Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, who am I now? Maybe you've spent 10, 20, even 30 years being the perfect spouse. You've made sacrifices, shown up, stayed strong, supported dreams that weren't yours, and smiled when you were tired of pretending. You've been the glue holding it all together. But in doing so, you forgot to hold onto yourself. This video is for you, the ones who loved so hard you disappeared in the process. It's not too late, not to rediscover yourself, not to reclaim your power, not to remember who you really are, or who you've always wanted to become. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But what if you've spent your whole life becoming who others needed you to be? Then it's time, not for blame, not for guilt, but for awakening. Let's walk together into the inner world you've ignored for too long. Let's meet the complete you, the one that's been patiently waiting. Let's begin with the truth. Marriage can be beautiful, but if we're not conscious, it can also become a quiet erasure, especially for those of us who are raised to believe that love means giving everything. In Jungian terms, many of us enter relationships with a fragmented self. We show the part that is socially acceptable, the persona. We wear the mask of the perfect partner, the nurturing wife, the dependable husband, the peacemaker and the caretaker. And over time, we forget it's a mask. You stop painting. You stop writing. You stop dreaming. You stop questioning. You stop expressing anger. You stop asking for what you want. You stop being you. But Jung taught that every human being contains all the parts: light and shadow, masculine and feminine, order and chaos. To become whole, we must integrate them, not just live as one half of ourselves. And yet, in many long marriages, especially traditional ones, people live out only one archetype, the good spouse. But where is the wild one in you? Where is the artist, the rebel, the child, the queen, the king, the lover, the sage? Where did they go? You didn't lose them. You suppressed them in service of someone else's comfort. But now they're calling you back. Here's what many don't talk about. Betraying yourself slowly feels like dying. You wake up feeling numb. You go through the motions. You don't feel joy, just responsibility. You fantasize about escaping, but then feel guilty. You become irritable, anxious, maybe even resentful, and then punish yourself for feeling that way. Sound familiar? This is not a personal flaw. This is the psyche revolting against a false life. Carl Jung described the soul as longing for individuation, the process of becoming whole, of uniting all your hidden parts. When we suppress parts of ourselves for too long, even for noble reasons, the unconscious mind starts to push back. That's when dreams get darker. That's when depression creeps in. That's when midlife crises hit. That's when people suddenly change overnight. But the crisis is not a curse. It's a wake-up call. You're not broken. You're just being asked to come back to yourself. So, how do you start? Jung would say, you don't fix the outside first. You go inward. You meet the parts of you you've been ignoring. Let's start with these steps. Ask yourself honestly, what role have you played in your marriage? Have you always been the strong one? The one who never complains? The one who keeps the peace? The one who puts others first? Now ask, is that truly all of who you are? Who do you become when no one's watching? Start writing about it. Talk to a mirror. Reclaim the parts of you that feel most real, even if they've been silent. Jung believed dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. What have your dreams been trying to tell you? Do you ever dream of running away, of flying, of water, of being trapped? These are not random. They are symbols of what your deeper self is asking for. Begin journaling your dreams. Ask before sleep, what am I hiding from myself? Then let the symbols speak to you. You don't need to understand them right away. Just hear it out. The shadow is all the parts of you you were taught to deny. Your anger, your jealousy, your ambition, your desire, your voice. They are not bad, they are just unloved. You cannot be whole until you meet your shadow, not to fight it, but to welcome it home. Ask, what have I been afraid to express in my marriage? What have I judged in myself, or others? Bring that into the light, you will feel powerful a guy. Many long-term spouses forget what they actually want. Not what your partner wants, not what's convenient, what you want. What excites you? What scares you? What did you used to dream about before you became a spouse? Don't ask if it's practical, ask if it's true. Make a list of 25 things you desire, big or small. Then, take one action. This is one of Jung's most powerful practices. Close your eyes, breathe deeply. Now imagine, you are standing in front of your younger self. The version of you before marriage, before the roles, before the masks. What do they say to you? What do they want you to remember? Now imagine your future self, fully healed, radiant, powerful. What do they say to you? This is your soul speaking. Write it down, return to it often. You may feel guilt for changing. That's okay. You may fear your partner won't like the new you, but this is not new. This is the real you. You don't need permission to exist. Speak up. Set new boundaries. Ask for space. Ask for time. Ask for respect. Ask for freedom. This isn't selfish. It's survival. The truth is, you can't have real intimacy without real individuality. If you've only shown one part of yourself to your partner, then they've never met the whole you. It's time they do. It's time you do. You deserve a life that feels alive, not just one that looks good from the outside. You deserve mornings where you feel excited. You deserve conversations that light you up. You deserve to feel love, starting with yourself, because you will finally be complete. So here's what I want you to say, not to your partner, but to yourself. I matter, I have needs. I have dreams. I am not just a role. I am not just a partner. I am a full, divine, radiant being. I don't need permission to return to myself. I am choosing me now, not to abandon others, but to come home. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning. You've done your duty. You've played your role. You've shown up for everyone else. Now, show up for you. Because the world needs the whole you, and so do you. Remember, you matter.